Hi, in this session we're going to be talking about skin. Do you know that the skin, your skin, is the largest organ of your body? It's hardly ever referred to from that perspective, but it really is. It helps not only with elimination, but also it feeds. Or let me rephrase that. It eats. This is why whatever you apply to your skin will end up in your bloodstream. So when it comes to cosmetics, if you can't eat it out of the jar or drink it out of the bottle, you should really think twice about it, because it's ending up in your bloodstream, and all those chemicals have a tendency to create damage within. You know, listen to the tape I did on the Ultimate Detox and Cleanse. Listen to some of selenium and A and C and E, because they're antioxidants, and it's the chemicals that create the antioxidants that speed up the aging process and lay the foundation for disease. So your skin will absorb whatever you put on it, so be mindful about that. From an eliminative point of view, perspiration, that's one of the ways that the body not only cools itself down, but also gets rid of toxins. Because what your liver does is that when bloodstream goes through there and it's loaded with, depending upon what you had for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or snack, and if there's chemicals in there, well, your bloodstream, they're going to be in your bloodstream. Your liver is going to try to render them harmless, so liquid, gas, or solid, or store them in fat, so that they try not to do too much damage to the body. Well, the liquids, you're either going to urinate them out or perspirate them out. So your skin is not only a protective organ, because it's protecting your innards, but also it's an eliminative organ. Now, some of the things that can go wrong with the skin, obviously, are acne. And what happens there is that the toxins are coming out maybe as oil, and because we are covered with bacteria, we have an acid mantle that prevents the bacteria from burrowing into our system. However, depending upon the amount of chemicals you use and other considerations, they may have an opportunity. Certainly with acne, what's happening is that they're feeding on the garbage that's exuding out of your skin because of the stuff in your diet. Not to mention the fact also that people with acne generally are going through some kind of an image issue from a symbolic point of view, which is one of the reasons why they develop it. And look when it happens. I mean, mostly it's for teenagers when they're going into that age of being, and their identity is coming into question. Well, some of them are unsure about themselves, and will end up affecting their imagery and the image that they project to the world. It also happens with adults as well. Your skin, from a symbolic point of view, represents protection as well as being sensitive or sensitivity. And that's why when I see people with allergies, I know that there's something about whatever the source of the allergen may be, a cat, a dog, dander, dust in the air, whatever the case may be, they're sensitive about whatever it represents from a symbolic point of view. They may be afraid of dogs, dog dander. They may not like cats, be afraid of cats, had a bad experience with the cat. So you can begin to see, let me rephrase that, as you begin to see, you will see how interconnected everything is, how every situation you go through from a health point of view, from a body point of view, you will see how it relates not only to you from an emotional point of view, but your surroundings as well. And again, your surroundings are a reflection of your emotional reality. Remember, you are co-creating your reality with the God within. So, have a very protective day. Try to keep your sensitivities, because they could stimulate emotional responses, some that you may not want. And listen to what people say, because they may stimulate and attack you, and you may feel very sensitive about some of the things that they say, which will trigger concepts and patterns of behavior. At any rate, Be mindful, listen with intent, seek clarity, and above all, stay protected and keep your sensitivity to a minimum. Thanks for listening. I hope that you've gained something from this and are a little bit clearer about not only the role of the skin, and by the way, let me go there, I didn't tell you about vitamins A and zinc, which are fabulous for the skin. And niacin too, even though niacin will give you what we call a niacin rush, where you get bright red up, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your arms a little bit. It's a niacin rush. It's a histidine release, nothing to be worried about. Some people freak out about it. Don't. It's natural. It's just bringing more blood to the surface. And what's blood? Spirit. And A is insight. It helps you see, night vision, helps you see in the dark, helps you see into the doubt. And zinc is expression, and your image and your expression can protect you from people. And that's who we need a lot of protection from these days. It's a crazy world. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Nourish yourself well, stay protected, keep your sensitivity at a minimum. And don't hesitate to express yourself, but do it in a way that doesn't attack others. Remember, it's all about love. That's what Jesus taught. Love one another. Be wonderful if we actually did that. Anyway, take care. Have a fabulous everything. Thanks for listening.